Like there's a person that's starting for us, as you know, in 11-1, and this woman is one of the most impressive leaders I've ever met.
So excited.
Didn't hire her because she's gonna suck for me, right? Because she's gonna beat my ass. Well, I'll have to be twice the man I am right now to be able to have a person like that on my staff to lead part of my staff and help us all grow the way we need to. But yeah, I mean, you have to want to suck. You have to want it to be uncomfortable. You have to want it to make you better. Because if it's not, it's just not worth it, right?
But when you're surrounded with people that all will go above and beyond for one another, it will be successful.
Yeah, I think that I have enough people that'll help me. Like, I'm gonna have days that I'm gonna struggle, and these guys are gonna all have to help me, right? And I think that's the beauty about having a healthy culture. But I mean, Joseph, you got in this space. You've been here 9 months. What advice do you have for people that are sitting on the outside that may want to, like, this industry needs their talent, but it wants their talent too, right? So, what advice do you have for them? Like, where to start, what to get into, and
it's interesting because it is still, I think, one of the last industries that anyone, again, going back to, some guys we were hanging out at the cornhole tournament, I went back and did some research on them, and no college. And maybe they went into the trades, or maybe they didn't go into the trades. Maybe they were just sales guys right out of high school for
some of my best friends never spent a day on college.
Yeah.
And they're dominating.
And they're doing really well, and they're enjoying in that relationship. And, I think that, a lot of industries, the financial sector, I mean, unless you went to an Ivy League school, you can't work in New York. And, that's that rigid approach. I get it. I understand it, but it's just not here in the data center space.
Optically, there's still a hangover though, I think, right? Because I mean, look at you. Remember when I brought on you guys, I was like, Jesse asked me something. I go, we needed a CPA and some MBAs, and we needed some of those EIEIOs running around because we're no longer a back pocket operation running on a spreadsheet. We were having real infrastructure technology platforms, real enterprise end users that are significant contributors to this industry, as well as the operators that house for them. So we had to grow up, and I had to go out and get grown-ups like you that had advanced degrees that had seen things and been institutionalized and industrialized through big companies. And then when you come back here, you realize like that stuff that you had to do was an advantage for those industries, not as much of an advantage here.
Right.
What do you think the greatest advantage is to anyone that would come into this space right now? What do you like? I want to hear each one of you tell me what you think it would take for someone that's listening right now who's either just got in this space and doesn't know where the bathroom's at, so to speak, or those that are listening, they're like, hey man, my friends tell me I need to pay more attention to this space. What do you think the number one advantage? Let's start with Tiffany. What do you think the number one advantage is to be successful in this industry if you just got started? Is it the education? Is it the MBA? Is it, is it experience?
It's the opportunity. The opportunities are endless.
Yeah, I agree with that. You can do anything in this industry.
Do anything you want.
So here's what I'd say to that. So people are thinking industry, anything. Let me tell them what anything is. There are 5 phases of a data center lifecycle. Okay, you have design requirements and development, you have design itself, you have build itself, you have commission and operation. And between those 5 phases of a data center lifecycle, there's 265 different jobs you could have in this industry spread among 9 different job domains. So you could be, and traditionally, like Jesse's the president of our biggest business unit, which is staff augmentation, which is owner's representation and project management, things along those lines. Now, those people, when you hire them, I mean, there's a finite amount of bandwidth to a human being, right? And that you have, what do you think the thing is that gives people that you are looking for the greatest advantage when you're hiring those types of people?
I think really what you look for the most is it's got to be somebody, at the end of the day.
It's character, though. It's not experience.
It's 100% character, because we really and truthfully, what you do is you mitigate risk, right? When you're trying to mitigate risk, that's really 3 things. That's time, money, and people, right? Those are where your 3 risks can come from. There's nothing you're going to learn getting an MBA to teach you how to.
It's not going to help you at the stage that you're at.
That's right.
But it'll help you at the stage he's at. He's in charge of, he's the force multiplier effect for every OpCo business unit we have, right? So strategically, you need that. But
if you're asking what a PM
coming in
that is coming in and is wanting to lead a program, right? You don't have to have an MBA to do that. You don't have to have an Ivy League degree to do that. Like, I was like Kirk likes to say, a bullet sponge. You know what I mean? I was an infantry guy that learned the mechanical trade, but I wanted more. I was willing to show up.
Why did I
I
even
was
hire you? I
willing to
wasn't
give
even
a
about
crap.
hiring you, but you said one thing to me, which is what triggered it.
That I would outwork anybody he had.
And I was like, this industry is awesome because what you were saying is it has unlimited opportunity.
Yeah.